The sky over Earth glowed with a strange light. People on every continent noticed it. At first, they thought it was a meteor shower, but the light grew larger and brighter. Satellites sent images to mission control, showing a massive alien ship moving slowly toward Earth. Its surface shimmered like liquid metal, reflecting the sun in dazzling patterns. News channels were flooded with reports. People panicked, unsure if the visitors were friendly or hostile. Governments sent messages to the ship, but there was no response. Then, without warning, the ship descended near the largest city on the planet. Its landing shook the ground, shattering windows and sending birds flying in panic. A deep hum echoed from the ship, vibrating through the streets. People ran to the rooftops, pointing at the ship with fear and curiosity. The air was tense. Everyone waited. The main hatch of the ship opened slowly. A figure appeared, taller than any human, with skin that shone faintly like silver. Its eyes glowed with a soft golden light. The figure moved gracefully, and the hum of the ship seemed to quiet down as it stepped forward. It was the alien queen. She surveyed the city with a cold gaze. Her voice was calm but carried a sharp edge that cut through the air. "Humans," she said, "your planet is small and weak. Your defenses are nothing compared to the power of my empire." Her words caused murmurs of fear across the city. Military leaders immediately began mobilizing troops. Fighter jets flew into the sky, and tanks moved into strategic positions. But the alien queen simply raised a hand, and the soldiers froze in place. Energy shields flickered around her, stopping every missile before it even left the launchers. People watched in disbelief. The alien queen laughed softly. "You call yourselves warriors, but your strength is nothing. Your weapons are toys. I have traveled across countless worlds, and none of them have anything to offer me. You are no exception." In the crowd, 3 humans were not afraid. Liam, a former soldier known for his courage and quick thinking, clenched his fists. Myra, a scientist who had studied alien signals for years, adjusted her glasses and examined the ship. Joran, a skilled engineer and inventor, checked his small toolkit, ready to improvise. They looked at each other with determination. "We cannot let her take our planet," Liam said quietly. "We must show her that humans are stronger than she believes." Myra nodded. "She underestimates us. That is our advantage. We know our limits, and we can push beyond them." Joran added, "We have to be smart. Brute strength alone will not win. But our teamwork, our ideas, and our courage, that might be enough." The 3 of them stepped forward, moving past the panicked crowd. The alien queen noticed immediately and turned her glowing eyes toward them. Her expression showed amusement, like a predator watching tiny prey. "You dare step forward?" she asked. "You have no chance. Why waste your lives?" Liam raised his chin. "Because giving up is never an option for humans. We may be small, but we do not give up." The alien queen tilted her head and studied them. "Very well," she said finally. "I will give you a chance. Show me that your kind has any worth. Prove that you are not as weak as you appear. If you fail, I will claim this world as my own." She lifted a hand, and a large platform appeared in the air, glowing with strange energy. "All tests will be done here. No weapons, no tricks. Only strength, intelligence, and courage will decide your fate." Liam, Myra, and Joran exchanged glances. The challenge was terrifying, but they did not hesitate. They knew that their planet depended on them. Humanity's spirit burned bright in their hearts, unbroken by fear. The crowd watched in silence as the humans climbed onto the platform. The alien queen floated above, her presence dominating the sky. She looked down with a mixture of curiosity and skepticism. "This is your moment," she said. "Show me what humans can do." The platform pulsed with energy, lifting the 3 humans higher. Below, The city waited, holding its breath. The world was about to witness a test unlike any other. Humans against an alien empire, courage against arrogance, and strength against power. Liam tightened his grip on his belt, Myra focused her mind on solving the unknown, and Joran prepared to act with ingenuity. Together, they were ready to face the challenge. Together, they were determined to prove that humanity was not weak. The alien queen smiled faintly. She thought she had already won. But she had not yet seen the full strength of human courage. The platform hovered high above the city, glowing with soft, shifting light. Liam, Myra, and Joran felt the energy vibrating under their feet. The alien queen floated above them, her eyes glowing golden, watching their every move. "You have reached the first stage," she said. "Humans are clever, or so I am told. Let us see if you can prove it." She waved her hand, and holographic symbols appeared in the air around the platform. Strange shapes and lines floated, forming moving patterns that seemed impossible to understand. "This is your first test," the queen said. "You must solve these puzzles while maintaining balance on the platform. Fall, and you fail." Liam looked at the floating symbols. "They are like nothing I have seen before," he admitted. "We need a plan." Myra studied the shapes carefully. "Look at the repetitions," she said. "Some symbols move in a pattern. If we can recognize it, we can predict the next steps." Joran nodded, scanning the platform. "We can use each other. If one of us solves a part, we signal the others. Together, we can finish it faster." The queen's eyes glimmered with amusement. "You think teamwork can defeat me? Let us see." They moved carefully across the platform, balancing as the energy beneath them shifted. Liam reached one symbol and tapped it, causing it to glow. Myra noticed a connection and guided him, signaling when to tap the next symbol. Joran calculated the sequence from the edges of the platform and called out instructions. The queen watched closely, her expression unreadable. She raised her hand, and the platform began to tilt, testing their balance. Strong gusts of wind swept around them, created by the queen's powers. Humans had never faced anything like this before, yet they adapted. Liam grabbed Myra's arm to steady her as the platform tilted dangerously. "Keep moving," he shouted. "We are almost there." Myra focused on the sequence, ignoring the swaying platform. Joran shouted directions, keeping them coordinated. Slowly, the glowing symbols began to light up in the correct order. The platform stabilized as the last symbol activated. The alien queen's eyes widened slightly, just enough for the humans to notice. "Interesting," she said softly. "Your coordination is better than I expected." Liam took a deep breath, feeling a surge of confidence. "We can do more," he said. "We have to." The queen lifted her hand again, and new holographic objects appeared, floating around them. This time, it was a series of moving platforms, spinning rings, and beams of energy. "Next test," she said. "Reach the center without touching the energy beams. Only the clever will survive." Myra stepped forward, analyzing the movement. "We can time it," she said. "The beams move in predictable patterns. If we move together, we can cross safely." Joran tested a small platform, jumping lightly from one to another. "It can hold our weight if we step carefully," he said. "We need to synchronize." The three humans began moving, jumping from platform to platform. The energy beams pulsed around them, glowing bright red. Liam leaped first, landing perfectly. Myra followed, her balance precise. Joran adjusted midair to avoid a shifting platform. The queen's eyes followed every movement. She expected them to fail, but the humans were fast and accurate. They moved as one, timing each jump and step with precision. Finally, they reached the center. A golden light bathed them, signaling their success. The alien queen's lips curved slightly into a smile, though her eyes remained sharp. "You have survived the first trials," she said. "Many would fail, but you have proven something unexpected. Strength is not only in the body, but also in the mind and in teamwork." Liam wiped sweat from his forehead. "We are not just strong physically," he said. "We think, we plan, and we help each other. That is human strength." Myra nodded. "We will continue to show you what humans can do. You may underestimate us, but we do not give up." Joran smiled. "We can face anything if we work together. That is our advantage." The queen floated higher, observing them closely. "You are clever," she admitted. "But these are only the first tests. You will face more challenges. Will you survive the trials of courage and willpower? Time will tell." The humans looked at each other, their determination stronger than ever. They had passed the first challenge, but they knew the queen's tests would grow harder. Still, they refused to be afraid. Humanity had faced impossible odds before and had risen. The city below watched in awe as the platform pulsed with light, signaling the end of the first trial. Humanity's warriors had shown their courage and intelligence. For the first time, people believed that humans could stand against the might of an alien empire. Liam, Myra, and Joran prepared for the next stage. They knew they would face trials that tested more than their minds. They would be tested physically, emotionally, and morally. Yet they were ready to face whatever the alien queen had planned. Above all, they carried hope, courage, and the unshakable belief that humanity's true strength was not in weapons or technology alone, but in their hearts, minds, and unity. The alien queen observed them silently, realizing that these humans were different from other species she had conquered. She did not yet respect them, but she could not ignore their potential. The next trials would be harder. But humanity's warriors were ready. The platform shimmered and changed shape. Now, it stretched into a wide arena with moving obstacles. Floating walls, rotating beams, and shifting platforms formed a maze that seemed impossible to cross. The alien queen hovered above, her golden eyes glowing with curiosity. "This trial will test your strength and agility," she said. "Only those who are quick and clever will survive." Liam stepped forward first, feeling the energy of the platform beneath his feet. "We have to move carefully," he said. "Each step matters." Myra studied the obstacles, analyzing their movements. "The walls rotate on a fixed pattern," she said. "If we time it right, we can pass without touching them." Joran inspected a spinning beam. "We can use the momentum," he said. "Jumping at the right moment will carry us safely to the next platform." The queen waved her hand, and the first obstacle swung toward them. Liam leaped over it, landing firmly. Myra followed, her balance precise. Joran jumped last, twisting midair to avoid the beam. "Impressive," the queen said. "But the trial has only begun." The platform shifted again, creating a series of narrow paths over glowing energy pits. One false step would send them falling. Liam gritted his teeth, focusing on each movement. Myra held her arms out to steady herself, keeping her eyes on the path. Joran calculated the distances, calling out directions. Step by step, they advanced. Liam used his strength to push aside smaller obstacles, creating safe paths. Myra spotted patterns in the shifting platforms and guided the group. Joran adjusted their timing, making sure each jump was precise. The queen's eyes narrowed. She had seen many species fail at this stage. Humans, she thought, were supposed to be fragile and weak. Yet these three moved with purpose and skill, their teamwork flawless. A new challenge appeared. A series of floating rings rotated quickly, with narrow gaps just wide enough for a human to pass through. Energy spikes shot out from the edges of each ring. Liam measured the timing and sprinted, leaping through the first ring. Myra followed, twisting her body to avoid the spikes. Joran timed his jump perfectly, landing safely on the platform beyond. Coordination is key, Liam said. We cannot move alone. We must work as one. The Queen observed silently, her expression unreadable. She expected mistakes, but the humans adapted to every change. When a platform suddenly shifted, Myra caught Liam's arm to steady him. When a beam rotated too fast, Joran pushed a smaller obstacle into position to block it. Every move was clever, every action precise. The final obstacle appeared, a towering wall with irregular ledges. The humans had to climb while dodging energy pulses that shot from the sides. Liam began climbing first, his strong arms reaching for each ledge. Myra followed, finding hidden footholds that others might miss. Joran analyzed the energy pulses, shouting warnings and timing their movements. Halfway up the wall, a pulse hit Liam's shoulder. He gritted his teeth but kept moving, using his strength to push forward. Myra helped him regain balance. Joran adjusted their path to avoid the next pulse. Step by step, they reached the top. The arena dissolved around them, and they landed safely on the main platform. The city below watched, amazed by their skill. Liam, Myra, and Joran were breathing heavily, but their eyes shone with determination. The alien queen floated down to face them. You have shown strength, agility, and cooperation, she said. Most species would have failed. You surprise me, humans. Liam wiped sweat from his brow. Strength is not just muscle, he said. It is courage, quick thinking, and working together. Myra nodded. We learn from each other. That is how we survive. Joran smiled. And we will not give up, no matter what challenge comes next. The Queen's expression softened slightly, though her gaze remained sharp. Your skills are notable, she said. But the next trials will test not only your body but your mind and your courage. Will you continue to show the same determination? Liam looked at Myra and Joran. We will, he said firmly. No matter how hard it gets, we will face it together. The Queen nodded, her golden eyes glimmering. Very well. Prepare for the next test, where intelligence and strategy will decide your fate. You may have strength and agility, but do you have the mind to survive? The humans took a moment to rest. They had passed the first true trial of the Queen's challenge, proving that humans could face the impossible. The city below erupted with hope and admiration, cheering for their warriors. As the platform shifted once more, preparing for the next trial, Liam, Myra, and Joran exchanged determined looks. They had survived strength and agility, but the trials ahead would require more than physical skill. They were ready to show the alien queen that humanity's true power was not only in muscle or speed, but in courage, intelligence, and unity. The platform shifted again, rising higher into the sky. The moving obstacles disappeared, replaced by a complex holographic puzzle that filled the entire space around them. Strange symbols, glowing cubes, and floating panels hovered in the air. Energy lines connected some of the objects, forming a network that seemed impossible to understand. The alien queen floated above, her golden eyes fixed on the three humans. This trial will test your intelligence and strategy, she said. Many species have failed here. The mind is sharper than the strongest weapon, yet many cannot think beyond simple patterns. Let us see if humans are different. Liam stared at the puzzle. I have never seen anything like this, he admitted. It is huge and confusing. Myra's eyes lit up. It is complex, yes, but it has a pattern. We just need to find it. She examined the floating cubes, noticing how some of the symbols glowed brighter than others. Look, she said, these lights repeat in a sequence. If we follow them, we can figure out the correct path. Joran touched one of the panels, watching how it reacted. Some of these cubes respond to movement, others to touch. We need to use trial and error carefully. One wrong move, and the sequence resets. The queen's eyes glimmered with amusement. "Try, if you dare," she said. "But think carefully. Foolishness will cost you dearly." The three humans moved cautiously. Liam tested one glowing cube, observing the reaction. It lit up and connected to another cube. Myra noticed the pattern and guided Liam to the next step. Joran moved between them, adjusting the order and watching for feedback. Time passed, and the puzzle grew more difficult. New cubes appeared, moving unpredictably. Some cubes blocked the path, requiring precise timing to advance. Others changed color, signaling potential danger or opportunity. Myra focused, analyzing the shapes and colors. "The key is sequence and timing," she said. "If we predict the changes, we can guide each other safely." Liam nodded, testing another cube. The panel glowed green, signaling success. "Good," he said. "We are learning the pattern." Joran calculated the sequence from the edges of the puzzle. "If we divide the work, each of us can handle one section. Then we combine our results." The queen observed silently. She had faced countless intelligent species, yet none had used teamwork like this. Humans, she realized, were different. They could combine strength, speed, and intellect in ways other species could not. Hours seemed to pass, yet the humans continued. They communicated silently with gestures, coordinating each movement. Liam used his memory to recall sequences. Myra analyzed the shapes and colors. Joran adjusted timing and predicted the next change. Suddenly, a section of the puzzle shifted violently, threatening to reset the entire network. Liam jumped to a moving cube, catching it just in time. Myra balanced on a narrow panel, stretching to reach another cube. Joran called out instructions, directing their moves carefully. Step by step, they advanced. Their coordination was flawless. They adapted quickly to new patterns, thinking ahead and predicting the queen's challenges. Finally, they reached the core of the puzzle. A glowing cube hovered at the center, pulsing with golden light. Myra touched it first, activating a sequence that connected all other cubes. A wave of energy swept across the platform, signaling their success. The alien queen's eyes widened slightly. "Impressive," she said. "You have not only solved the puzzle but have done so with teamwork, foresight, and clever thinking. Your minds are sharper than I anticipated." Liam caught his breath, smiling. "Intelligence is as important as strength," he said. "We can solve problems when we work together." Myra nodded. "Strategy and careful thinking make us strong in ways you cannot always see." Joran added, "We adapt. We learn. And we never give up." The queen floated closer, her gaze thoughtful. "Your species surprises me. Few have survived this trial, and fewer still have done so with such cooperation. You are different, humans. Perhaps there is more strength in your kind than I have considered." The humans stood tall, their confidence growing. They had passed the first true mental test, proving that humanity's intelligence and teamwork could rival even the most complex alien challenges. Below them, the city watched in awe. Humanity's warriors had shown the world that courage, strength, and intelligence could overcome even impossible odds. People cheered, their hope rising like a wave. The queen's voice cut through the air, calm yet firm. "Rest if you must, humans. But the next trial will test your courage and willpower. Intelligence and strength alone will not be enough. Only those who face their fears and never falter will survive." Liam, Myra, and Joran exchanged determined looks. They had passed 2 trials, but they knew the hardest challenges lay ahead. Their strength, intelligence, and courage would all be tested, and failure was not an option. As the platform pulsed with light, signaling the end of the intelligence trial, the 3 humans prepared themselves. They had proven their skill, but the alien queen's true test of courage and heart was yet to come. Humanity had shown its mind could solve any puzzle. Now, it would show that its spirit could face any fear. The platform shifted again, this time into a dark, endless void. The city below could no longer be seen. A cold wind swept around the humans, and eerie shadows moved across the glowing floor. The alien queen hovered above, her golden eyes reflecting the darkness. "This trial will test your courage and willpower," she said. "Many species fail here. They see their fears and give up. Humans, let us see if you are different." Liam felt a chill in his chest. He knew this trial would not challenge his body or mind alone, but his heart. "Stay close," he said quietly to Myra and Joran. "We will face this together." Myra nodded, her eyes scanning the shifting shadows. "We have prepared for strength and intelligence. Now it is our courage that matters." Joran adjusted his stance. "We face our fears, not run from them. That is the human way." The darkness around them shifted, forming shapes from their deepest fears. Liam saw illusions of helplessness, cities destroyed, and people in danger. His heart pounded, but he took a deep breath and stepped forward. He could not let fear control him. Myra faced visions of being alone in the void, lost and unable to find her friends. Her hands trembled, but she focused on Liam and Joran, drawing strength from their presence. Joran saw visions of failure, of humanity falling to alien forces. He clenched his fists. "This is just a test," he whispered. "We cannot give in to illusions." The alien queen observed silently. Many species crumble when confronted with fear, but these humans faced it head-on. Their courage was unlike anything she had seen. The shadows moved closer, forming monstrous shapes and terrifying images. Liam fought to keep his mind steady, remembering the people of Earth. "We fight for them," he said. "We cannot fail." Myra followed him, stepping through the shadows. "Our fear is strong, but our will is stronger," she said. "We can control it." Joran moved carefully, guiding the others through shifting illusions. "Think clearly," he said. "Focus on reality, not what the shadows show." The shadows tried to separate them, creating visions that made it seem as if they were alone. Liam shouted, "We are together. Fear cannot break us." Myra reached out and grabbed his arm. Joran did the same. Their unity formed a shield against the illusions, and the shadows began to weaken. The alien queen watched, her curiosity growing. Humans were supposed to be weak and fearful. Yet these three faced their deepest fears with determination and heart. Suddenly, the platform began to shift violently. Wind and energy pulsed through the void, testing their balance. One by one, the illusions tried to overwhelm them with images of loss and failure. Liam stumbled, but Myra steadied him. Joran blocked a vision with quick thinking, keeping them moving. Step by step, they advanced. They encouraged each other, sharing courage, strength, and focus. The shadows grew faint, and the void became brighter. Finally, they reached the center of the platform. A golden light surrounded them, warm and steady. The illusions vanished completely. They had faced their fears and emerged stronger. The alien queen descended slowly, her expression thoughtful. "Few species have survived this trial," she said. "Most are crushed by their own fear. Humans, you have proven that courage and willpower can rival strength and intelligence." Liam took a deep breath, feeling a new confidence. "Courage is not the absence of fear," he said. "It is moving forward even when fear is present." Myra smiled, her eyes shining. "We rely on each other. That makes us stronger than any illusion." Joran nodded. "Our will cannot be broken. We stand together, and we never give up." The queen's eyes glimmered with respect. "You are not like other species," she said. "Your courage is remarkable. But the final test is yet to come." It will challenge everything you have learned: strength, intelligence, and courage together. Liam, Myra, and Joran looked at each other. They were tired, but their determination had only grown. "We are ready," Liam said. "No matter the challenge, we will face it as one." The city below waited in silence, watching the glowing platform in the sky. Humanity's warriors had shown that fear could be faced and conquered. They had proven that courage was not weakness, but the heart of strength. The alien queen hovered above, observing carefully. She had underestimated humanity before. Now, she saw a species that was resilient, clever, and brave. A species that could stand against the mightiest of forces. The final trial was approaching. It would be the ultimate test, combining everything the humans had learned. Strength, intelligence, courage, and unity would all be needed to succeed. Liam, Myra, and Joran stood ready, their hearts steady and their minds clear. Humanity's spirit burned brightly, unbroken by fear. They were prepared to show the alien queen the true power of human will. The platform shimmered one last time, transforming into a vast arena filled with towering structures and glowing energy fields. From the shadows of the arena, the alien queen's elite warriors appeared. They were massive, armored beings, moving with speed and precision that humans had never seen before. The queen's golden eyes focused on Liam, Myra, and Joran. "This is your final trial," she said. "You will face my warriors in combat. Your strength, intelligence, and courage will all be tested. Only those who combine all their skills will survive." Liam clenched his fists, his heart steady. "We can do this," he said. "We have faced every challenge so far. We will face this too." Myra adjusted her stance, scanning the arena. "We cannot rely on strength alone. We must use strategy, coordination, and timing." Joran nodded, checking their surroundings. "We know the patterns. We know each other. That is our advantage." The first warrior charged forward, its massive fist swinging with incredible force. Liam dodged quickly, using his speed to avoid the attack. Myra signaled to Joran, pointing out a weak spot in the warrior's armor. Joran calculated the angle and jumped, striking precisely at the joint, causing the warrior to stumble. The second warrior attacked from above, leaping down with a powerful strike. Myra rolled to the side, her quick reflexes saving her from the impact. Liam grabbed a nearby glowing panel and used it to push the warrior off balance. Joran followed, creating a distraction that allowed them to regroup. The queen observed silently. She expected humans to be overwhelmed by her warrior's strength, yet these three moved with intelligence and coordination. Each action was calculated, each move supporting the others. Liam leaped onto a raised platform, using it as a vantage point. "We can use the arena to our advantage," he shouted. "Lead them into traps." Myra nodded, directing one warrior toward a series of energy barriers. The warrior stumbled and collided with the barriers, momentarily stunned. Joran seized the opportunity to strike at the next warrior, his timing perfect. The humans moved as one, anticipating each attack. Strength, intelligence, and courage combined in every action. They used the arena's obstacles, the warriors' momentum, and their own teamwork to gain the upper hand. The queen's expression shifted. She had seen countless species defeated by her elite warriors. Few had survived even one encounter, let alone an entire coordinated assault. These humans, however, were different. The final warrior charged with incredible speed, aiming to overwhelm them all at once. Liam dodged to the side, Myra rolled under its legs, and Joran climbed onto its back, striking a critical point. The warrior roared and fell, unable to rise. The arena grew quiet. The humans stood together, breathing heavily but unbroken. Their eyes shone with determination and pride. The queen descended slowly, her golden eyes watching them carefully. "You have done the impossible," she said. "You have survived my elite warriors. You have shown strength, intelligence, courage, and unity. Few species could achieve what you have. Liam wiped sweat from his brow. We fight for more than ourselves, he said. We fight for our planet, our people, and each other. Myra nodded. Our strength is not just in our bodies. It is in our minds, our courage, and our teamwork. Joran added, we never give up. That is what makes us human. The Queen's expression softened slightly. I have underestimated humanity, she admitted. Your spirit is stronger than I imagined. You have proven that even a species I thought weak can rise above impossible odds. The city below watched in awe as the platform pulsed with light, signaling the end of the final trial. Humanity's warriors had shown the world that courage, intelligence, and unity could overcome even the greatest power. The Queen looked at them one last time. I will not claim this world, she said. You have earned my respect. Humanity is stronger than I believed. Remember this strength, for it will serve you well in the universe. Liam, Myra, and Joran stood tall, their hearts filled with pride. They had faced impossible challenges, survived the Queen's tests, and proven the power of humanity. The Queen lifted into the sky, her ship glowing with energy. She gave a final nod of acknowledgement before disappearing into the void of space. The humans descended back to the city, where people cheered and celebrated. Liam, Myra, and Joran had become symbols of humanity's resilience. They had proven that strength was not only in weapons or size but in courage, intelligence, and unity. Liam looked at his friends. We did it, he said. We showed them who we are. Myra smiled. We showed the universe what humans can do. Joran nodded. And we will continue to protect our planet, together. The world celebrated, not only for surviving the Alien Queen's challenge but for realizing that humanity was a species to be respected across the stars. The Alien Queen's ship hovered silently above the city. Liam, Myra, and Joran stood together on the platform, exhausted but proud. The trials had tested their strength, intelligence, and courage. Now, the final moment had come. The Queen descended slowly, her golden eyes fixed on them. Humans, she said, her voice calm yet commanding, you have faced challenges that would have destroyed many species. You have shown not only physical power but intelligence, courage, and unity. I underestimated you. Liam straightened, feeling the weight of her words. We only did what we must do, he said. To protect our planet and each other. Myra nodded. We fight together, and that makes us stronger than anyone might think. Joran added, we never give up, and we never stand alone. The Queen's eyes glimmered with something new respect. I have traveled across countless worlds, she said. I have met powerful species, but few have the heart and spirit you possess. Your courage and unity are rare in the universe. I will leave your planet unharmed. A hush fell over the city below. People watched in disbelief. The Alien Queen, a being who had mocked humanity and belittled their strength, had recognized their worth. The humans had proven themselves, and the world knew it. The Queen's golden eyes lingered on them. Remember this, she continued. True strength is not only in weapons or size. It is in courage, intelligence, and unity. Your kind has shown that these qualities can overcome even the greatest challenges. Liam looked at Myra and Joran. We have done more than survive, he said. We have shown the universe what humans can do. Myra smiled. We have proven that determination, teamwork, and courage can defeat fear and power alike. Joran added, and we will continue to protect our world. That is who we are. The Queen nodded slowly. I underestimated humans, and I will not make that mistake again. You are a species worthy of respect. She lifted into the sky, and her ship slowly began to rise. As it moved higher, the hum of its energy filled the air. People below cheered, celebrating humanity's victory and the recognition from a being thought unstoppable. The platform returned to the city. Liam, Myra, and Joran stepped down, their hearts full of pride and relief. Citizens rushed forward to greet them, clapping and cheering. Children waved, inspired by the bravery of the three humans who had faced the alien queen and survived. Liam looked out over the crowd. "We faced the impossible," he said. "But we did it together. That is what makes us human." Myra nodded. "It is our courage, our intelligence, and our unity that define us. That is our true strength." Joran smiled, looking at the cheering people. "We will never forget this moment. Humanity has shown its worth to the universe." The city celebrated long into the night. Fireworks lit the sky, but even they seemed small compared to the victory of the human spirit. People shared stories of the trials, of the courage and teamwork displayed by Liam, Myra, and Joran. They spoke of hope, resilience, and the power of unity. The alien queen's words echoed in everyone's minds. Humans had proven themselves. Not through weapons or sheer force, but through heart, intelligence, and courage. The world had seen the potential of its people, and the galaxy would know it as well. In the days that followed, humanity worked together more than ever. People remembered the lessons of the trials, to face fear, to think clearly, and to stand together in times of danger. The story of the three warriors became a symbol of hope, inspiring generations to come. Above, the alien queen's ship disappeared into the stars. She had left Earth unharmed, but her presence had left a lasting impression. She would remember the courage and strength of humanity, and other civilizations across the galaxy would hear of it as well. Liam, Myra, and Joran stood together one last time, looking at the sky where the ship had vanished. "We did it," Liam said softly. Myra smiled. "Yes, we showed them all what humans can do." Joran nodded. "And we will continue to protect our world. That is our duty, and that is our pride." The sun rose the next day, casting warm light over the city. Humanity had faced a challenge unlike any other and had emerged victorious. The alien queen had been impressed, the world had celebrated, and humanity had proven its strength. It was a reminder that courage, intelligence, and unity could overcome any obstacle. And the people of Earth knew this truth deeply: humanity was strong, resilient, and worthy of respect in the eyes of the galaxy. The story of the three warriors would live on forever, a shining example of human determination and spirit.